Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to NFT Live on the Web3 Network. I'm Nifty Q, and I'm here with a lot of folks today. We had to get dressed up. The Queen of the Castle is in the house. This is as best you're going to get out of me, Jess, as a Hawaiian shirt. So I appreciate you stopping by. We got a lot of co-hosts up here. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully I can keep this car on the road. We'll see how we do. DP also joining us for the second time ever here as a co-host. Excited to have you again, my man. And Huda. Hello?
Who there?
Yo,
we've been bestowed wizard powers.
Let's go.
Right?
Dude, that's awesome.
This is how you do it.
Visibility cloak. All right, nice. He's gaining power here in the bull market. Gifted.
Next is the staff.
Let's do this. Let's just go around the box. DP, I'm gonna skip you real quick. I'm gonna have you here. Ladies first. Jessica Yatrosky, how are you doing? I mean, you're a regular. Do you need an introduction?
I don't know. Queen of the Kingdom. I don't know. Queen of
thirst trapping Queen of the Kingdom.
I don't even know my own title because I don't have to. I just am.
You hire people to know your titles. You have many various names and titles. Yeah.
Hopefully, I didn't roll out the greatest red carpet there, Jess. We love to have you in here whenever we can. I know you've got a mint happening right now. Just happy to have you. How are you doing on this beautiful Thursday?
Well, I wish the sun would come out. It's been really overcast, but other than that, I'm doing fine. I'm happy to see all of your bright faces. I liked the disembodied head though of Huda, so I'd like to see him bring that back for the show, like this wise head.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's where I want to get my financial advice.
This is good content. This is great content. Yes. Let's have the floating wizard.
The wizard
mullet.
of Huda.
The wizard of mullets. Look, I always knew. I already knew that mullet had magical powers. So I'm so glad that the Taproot Wizards have now acknowledged your magical mullet, my friend. That's great news.
Well, they haven't yet.
Okay, I said, I'm going to try to do my best to keep this show on the road here. DP, how are you doing, sir? Again, fantastic to have you for your second episode on NFT Live.
Good, man. You know, I'm just here feeling like the player that I am. You know, ready to get to it. You know, happy to be here. Looking at Huda over there, looking like Zordon with a mullet. You know, on his Power Rangers vibe.
DP, have you minted any SEI NFTs since you were last on the show?
Man, listen. Yes, I did.
Okay.
I minted. I don't even know what I minted. It's so much shit coming out. You know what I'm mad? I missed the SEI bots yesterday. I was in the office, man, so I missed the SEI bots. I really wanted that one. I might go out and grab one. The floor is at 135 SEI. I think I can spare that.
We're like breaking restream here.
I don't know. The SEI bots to me strike me as one that like comes and goes. So I didn't get into it. So I don't know. They're trying to launch a token. Again, I feel like it's exactly what we were talking about, where it's like one of these kind of nonsense tokens just to hype people into their project. So I would just be careful is all I'd say. Maybe you can still get in on it early enough that it does well, but I feel like just as fast as this thing can move up, it's gonna disappear. That's not financial advice. I'm just making a guess based on what I see.
Let's continue around this beautiful panel. Huda, floating head Huda, fantastic hair today, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Dude, I'm a little concerned about the market right now. Like, honestly, we're getting very, very low, and the more concerning part is trade profits. They're not there, right? When people aren't winning, they're not going to play. It's kind of that simple, and there's not a lot to look forward to at the moment, other than airdrops, right? The juke drop and stuff I keep mentioning here. It's the stimmies. We need the stimmies, or we need some real action coming from the ETF approval, or we need that SEC versus Coinbase Binance case to get, some kind of momentum. We need something. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of trouble here in the short term. Long term, we're great.
Gifted, how are you doing, sir?
I'm great, man, and I agree with everything Huda's saying. He's usually got some big brain takes, and the Zokyo thing, right?
Floating brain.
Big floating brain. He is the Zordon of mullet, right? So he's Mordon. I think Biggie's angry at the market too, but Yeah, man, it's Zokyo. We'll talk about, I'm sure, a little bit, but you're right. That's a great barometer for where traders are at. And yeah, I don't know. We're off to like a weird start. We got 6 people up here. It's fucking crazy. Smash the like if you haven't. Let's get it popping up in here for all these amazing people. Have we ever done 6?
No, we have never gotten to 6.
Holy
so
shit! First time.
A record. You guys are here for this. You're gonna get an airdrop of
Hexabot.
love and support. All right, Biggie Poppins on travel. By the way, he's not obviously in his normal location. He doesn't have the scene of Goodfellas there behind him, or any really Italian gangster mob movie. Biggie, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Yeah, it's a travel day today. Hopefully tomorrow I will get to GM you guys from warmer weather. But, you know, since everybody's shilling their shit, I'm going to shill today. My homie, Quantum's
Nice.
JPEG, WJPEG radio. Yeah, man, I'm excited to get into it. Hey, I heard something about like people burning pallets over on SEI tonight, something like that. Did I see an like an announcement about that? Do you know anything about it?
Are you showing Stoics
SEI
on the
Master?
stage?
I'm not
Stoics.
chilling.
Yeah.
I thought the Dob father might know what's going on with that.
I haven't been following Stoics. Look, with the addition of this new show, it's been I got to get in my process. I'll just say that. Quantum Variant saying love it, Biggie. So the host there, WJPEG Radio's in the comments section. Cats Fanatic saying look at that beautiful panel today. OVOT Christian Jensen saying came here for the floating heads. Well, you're gonna get it. Easy and Crypto, OVOT and Hawk. We are officially live, sir. We're gonna get into Jessica Yatrowski's here. Her mint happening. Here now. I'm looking forward to get these details as well as minting one myself. I'm a
Just
serial
one?
holder at this point, Jess.
Just
I'm a Jess whale at this point.
That's amazing. I love whales, actually. I don't like dolphins because I think they're just sharks with smiles. So I'm very.
They're rapists.
Oh my god.
It's true.
You are very sassy this morning, and I also particularly liked you screaming at your dog in Spanish on mute. Don't think that went unnoticed.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
I'm glad you could tell it was Spanish.
Yeah, he can do that in many languages. He could have done it in any, but I think his dog only understands Spanish, so that's why he did that. All right.
In German.
All right, and German, yes. 9. All right. Anyways, Jessica, I don't know what Restream is doing to you over here, but I'm trying my best. Here's the show today. We're doing a little bit of thirst trapping here. We're gonna get into Animoca Brands Mocha token as well. I've been fading Animoca's NFTs for whatever reason. Jupiter Exchange, a lot happening with Solana. Friendtech, great. Yeah, awesome. We get to talk about that. Base updates here and also SEI updates, and I'm sure we'll get other topics sprinkled in an hour's time.
What does it look like when you do the bottom line up over the screen?
Ooh. Wait.
And you're on the ball.
Yeah, here we go.
That looks good.
Now we're missing you, sir.
Oh,
we're missing someone.
That works.
Yeah, nice.
That's a good look.
We got disembodied heads. We got disembodied voices now. Let's fucking dob. Share out the show if you haven't already. If we haven't dropped that link, let's drop that link. Let's get some more people in here. And always remember, fam, up front, it's important to remind everybody that we're not financial advisors. Even when we got this many people, there's still no financial advice to be found. It's incredible. We can add 1,000 people up here on stage and there still would be no financial advice coming from this amazing
I have
panel.
financial advice. Buy a house.
All right, can we remove her from the stage, please? that is not what we do here. We do not.
You know the rules, Jess.
we do not do financial advices here on the show. Never have, never will. And if you want real estate advice from Jessica, you're gonna have to check her out over there on the Nifty Kid space. So yeah, our NFA, all that good stuff, and share out the heckin' show and smash that like.
All right, we are going to blast off here on NFT Live. Thank you for joining us early. Swerve, I see you. Wolf K also. We are going to have ourselves an awesome episode. Let's start with our fantastic guest here. Do we want to get into base diamonds? Do we want to get into your drop? Where do we want to head first, Jess?
Let's talk about base diamonds.
Okay, let's do it. I'll pull them up on the screen.
A girl's best friend.
Yeah.
I got
diamonds,
3.
even though they're now being grown in labs, which I'm all for. you know, get yourself a big fat diamond grown in a lab, right?
But
Nope.
this is a calligraphy diamond. Those can only be fabricated by hand by none other than Just Script, right?
Just Script. Yes.
Mrs. Sarah Scripts.
Oh, fuck, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'm not. We are not one person. It would be awesome, though. I think that 2 women make 1 man. So I think that.
You have you collabed before, by the way, though? Like, I mean,
yeah, we have
this-
actually. You remember when she was doing those rooms? I mean, she still does them. She actually illustrated my closet, and we put all of these like little NFT Easter eggs of the NFTs. There was a witchy GF in there. I think there was a DB in that one. A lot of cool projects in Oni. Yeah, so we've collaborated. And then for my 707, which we won't get into today, she has a like.
I'm a holder.
Yeah, she has a piece coming out through 707. So. Yep.
Jess, I'm going to pull up on-chain daily here from the base profile. They're obviously promoting this pretty heavily. Is this the first Nifty kit on base? Is this the first collection?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And it's an integration. So we're calling it an integration because also you can use base now with Nifty Kit. So it's just like another chain, another way. And and with this, like you can mint with credit card. I mean, it's easy. I had bought something on base a while back, but then I was like, oh, am I going to have to bridge or is this going to be complicated? No, like I hopped on last night and minted like 3 and it was like super easy to just, do it through I did it through MetaMask. So, but I highly recommend checking out that drop and grabbing a few and supporting Sarah. Her work is amazing. And just like all of the expansion that Nifty Kit has been doing lately, and all of the artists that they're bringing on board, and the generator, which we'll talk about a little bit with my project. So yeah, it's just really exciting, and the mint's going really well, and people are excited about the piece. So and I'm just so happy because I love Sarah's work. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, there's a lot of tailwinds that we're talking about here with base and what they've got going. For a long time, we've been saying, hey, look, once Coinbase starts to kind of get on board or kind of just put their full weight behind this chain, there's going to be a lot of things happening. We had based on-chain dinos on GM Web3 yesterday. They weren't a free mint. They were like a $5 mint, but they were.
Oh, those are cute.
They were basically, I would say, a free mint almost, and they're doing extremely well now. There's a lot of different NFTs now that are launching. Toshi, Jack Butcher did his Oviators as well. Those are doing well. So,
and these were all on base.
All on base. So you do see like a pickup, I think, in activity with what base is doing, which is exactly what we wanted to see.
I'm curious about them being like timed versus having them open for periods that are longer than like, a few days. So this one's 4 days. So it opened yesterday morning. So we've got 3 more days on this one.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I picked up 3. And I'm very excited that y'all are innovating early on base. Again, we've been talking about being early to these new chains that we are very bullish on. It's cool. It's obviously beautiful calligraphy. I like you use the blue base color. Got that love from them. So
Sarah did. I did not make this art. Please.
It looks very elegant.
It's very elegant. Yeah, like a diamond should be. But yes, we want to mention this up front in case you missed it. We are doing a giveaway for an on-chain dino, which is one of the first on-chain NFTs on the entire base ecosystem too. So we got a lot of firsts. We got Jess and Sarah with the first Nifty Kit integration over on base, and on-chain dinos. Shout out Apex if you want to get in on that giveaway. Yep.
All right, I dropped both links here. So the diamonds I did put here in chat, as well as that giveaway here. Jess, I'm interested in your take on this because what we've seen in the SEI ecosystem, but this dates back to even like Ethereum, NFTs, early days. What is your take on pixelated art here? Like, is there a spectrum? Is there like where are you? With
like, can there be bad pixel art?
Yeah, and like, what is that to you? Like, I'm just fascinated with this like pixelated meta because say NFTs, half of them feel pixelated, if not more. And I know a lot of that is garbage at some point. But
I think for me, it's like the concept and color palette. So if you come at me with Lego colors, I'm probably not gonna like it because you guys know I don't like primary colors. So if the concept is something cute like dinos, like that's cute. And then the colors you were just showing me now, like the kind of like muted tones, but little pop of like, you know, neon. I like that. I can get into that. And it also just reminds me of like old video games we used to play before everything got sophisticated. So they feel very like nostalgic and throwback. But if everything starts looking like that, we're going to get tired of it for sure. But I think it's like it's lowbrow and that makes it high end.
All right, Sarah Script here in the audience as well. We just got finished talking about base diamonds. Actually, we had that up on the screen. So we're definitely going afterwards. This is, again, a free minute. It's open for another 3 days or 2 days and 23 hours.
Yeah.
If you want to get like really specific. Let's jump in, Sarah, to what you got going, or I'm sorry, Jess, what you've got going on.
It's okay, we're one
well.
today.
Apparently we are. No, I was just getting confused about the content.
Sarah, just so you know, they called me Jess Script.
I did not. Anyways,
I will. I'm not afraid.
I might start leaning into this. But anyways, what do we got here, Jessica, for what you have going on open mint?
I don't know. What do we got? I got a project. It's minting. I use the Nifty Kit generator to make 1,111 of these pieces. I'm super stoked about this project. And yeah, so it is, there's 4 rares in there. I got to check this morning to see if the last one was minted, but super excited about that. It's like the black and white background. They're at a great price point, honestly, and Gwei has been really low. So I highly recommend people picking up one of these because I'm also going to be doing a very special giveaway of an infinite object screen. And I think I shared that tweet with you that shows the screen. So that's happening. And then I opened up the collector shop. So people that already have a token that bought, you know, one of the pieces, they can get their specific print as a print. And then I did an open edition of one of my pieces that anybody can get regardless of whether they're a holder or not. So that's the infinite object screen. That's going to be part of like a special giveaway. Yeah. So you're going to have to stay tuned to find out
cool.
what the rules are.
I was gonna ask like how to, because most of these they're static image NFTs, but I know that you in the actual creative development it was video like that. That's what's part of what's crazy about it is the amount of different mediums that go into creating the final product.
Yeah,
with some of these things. But so I was wondering when you said infinite objects, I'm looking at my Jimena Buenavida infinite object. It's always in front of me right now.
Mine's
downstairs. It's animated, so I was curious. But so that's cool. So you actually created like a unique asset from a lot of the video assets with the final art into this specific
so I put like the stills in the video. So like originally when we shot the photographs, we also like I have always done this throughout my career as a photographer is I shoot video. So I'll do a portrait and then I'll do a video portrait. So we did both of that. So I used all of the video to tease the still images, and then when I shot the images, so like you'll see there's video in there, but then it's all surrounded by the still images that we shot. And they're like still lifes, and then they were cut into a way where that they could be a collage, and that's what was fed into the generator. So none of the video was fed into the generator. This was done on a program. But all of the generated images that you see were used using the Nifty Kit generator. And now I feel like I've said generator a million times.
You know, Jess, I'm noticing as much as you shit on primary colors, there seems to be some primary colors.
This is the brightest thing that I've ever put out into the world, besides my neon art. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could show you guys, like I have a neon piece in the room I'm sitting in right now, but if I turn it on, it'll be like on the surface of the sun. But yeah, like they featured my work in Currents on OpenSea, and it was on the cover. And I'm just really excited about this project being like, this is my first still life. And also this first time that I've showcased this brighter color palette that I would only use in like neon works. Yeah, because you could see like how more sort of neutral my photography and my film work tends to be. And people just really like that chroma key green. I do too. Like I use it for video art. just kind of as a nod to the, to film industry and television industry. I love that color. I don't know if there's a chroma key one in there, but yeah.
It's a nice nod to all of the disembodied floating heads joining us today.
Yes.
Yeah, and just by looking at it, you would never know that you don't necessarily work with primary colors all the time.
You're like, I didn't know you hate color by looking at your work.
Nah, you did a great job.
I really hid my disdain for those primary colors. Yeah, but yeah, they're all objects in my house, and then I worked with a flower atelier to gather all of these specialty flowers, and we just shot it. And I've always wanted to do this. It's just taken a lot of time to put it together, because there was just like hundreds of objects I went through in my home, and then choosing all the different flowers took some time. So yeah, but it's been really cool. And I love people minting and then sharing. They have to mint it, right? So don't be sharing unless you're buying. No, I'm kidding. You can share. I love a retweet, so that's great. But yeah, just really proud of this project. And it wouldn't be possible to do it on this scale if it weren't for using a tool like the generator. So I highly recommend people to check out the Nifty Kit generator, because it's free to just play around with. And GIF, this because that's how you created coffins. And so it's just really nice, because you could just kind of move the dials and see what works for you. And yeah.
I feel like I'm watching ASMR.
I was going to say that, but I wanted to hold back.
Visual
My
ASMR.
Visuals.
Yeah,
I was
have you ever
thinking
tried
the
that?
exact same thing.
There you go. VASMR. That's well done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I also wanted to give my own shout out.
New
Oh,
plushies.
Mumbai.
Oh, Mumbots.
Let's go.
What's up,
It has these little arms. Yeah.
It's definitely a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
See, where do you guys stand? Do you take tags off of things, or does that
I don't
devalue
think
you?
you should. Yeah,
I
you
do.
definitely don't
Yeah.
take the tag off if you're
But
thinking
I'm
about
gonna
value.
keep her.
It's all about what's your use case. Is it meant to be used as a toy to sleep with, or is it meant to be a collectible? That's the question that you got to answer for yourself.
I want to hold on to it.
Is that digiphysical?
That's
This
phygital.
It's phygital, man. It's
Come on, bro. DP knows.
We
Yeah,
just
I know
had
that-
we
Nah,
just had
don't-
somebody
stop
on
trying,
the
dude.
channel
This
that
was-
was saying
Bro, we settled
digiphysical.
this. We settled this years ago. That person didn't know
Enough.
what they're talking about. Why do you keep citing people who don't know what they're talking about? That's
I'm gonna
making
call
your
Philip
case
right now
We
and talk about
settled
it. It was
this.
either Philip or I don't know who was it that just
Exactly.
came on the show.
Dude, look, nice people, but they don't know what they're talking about. Q, we settled this years ago. I
Wow.
don't even know why it's a
Who was
debate.
it?
Sorry,
Who
Say
said
Growth
that it
team.
was digiphysical?
Who said? Everybody
Yeah.
says
Nobody who knows what they're talking
What
about.
is it really right now?
digiphysical.
It's phygital. No, come on. All right,
Phygital.
it's
It's
phygital. Yeah, it's
like an
Is this
STD.
like
This
the
is
guy that started
ridiculous.
GIFs and calls them GIFs?
Exactly.
Yeah, I
it's a
don't-
GIF.
No, the guy who started it calls it GIF.
no, it's
No,
a
I
GIF.
thought it was opposite.
No,
That doesn't
I
even
mean,
make sense. My name is
here's
Jessica.
here's why
starts
this
with
is a
J.
false. Here's why this is a false equivalency.
Man, dude.
It's the amount of syllables and the efficiency with language. Period. It's not the same thing. GIF and GIF is one syllable. There's no comparison here between digiphysical and phygital. It's not even a thing. Y'all are crazy.
Wait, I have a
We're
question
working
though,
with
since you guys are
NFTs
fighting.
every single day. 3 syllables we use every single day. We can't use 3 syllables. Can't get past it.
Digiphysical.
it sounds so.
I'm just
nerdy.
saying more
Read-
than one. More than
Sounds
one.
nerdy. Hey guys, check out my digiphysical collection. Get the fuck, come on, man.
Nobody says that.
Everybody says that.
No,
That's what's so
we
weird.
are
Anyway,
we are not
Jess.
serious
Switch it
people.
up.
We
all
are
right.
not serious people.
Apologies. I'm putting this back on the rails here, Jess.
Okay.
What any last things that we need to be sharing with what you've got going on here?
So definitely check out the mint some of the base diamonds, because those are free, and check out my mint. If you mint from today moving forward, you're going to be entered to win one of those infinite object screens. So you're going to have a video print of this custom beauty. So very, very excited about that. I'm going to put, if DP gets one, I'll put some extra primary colors in there for him.
Yep.
But I did want to say one thing, as you guys were starting to bicker, when we were logging off of GM Web3, you came up on stage and you wanted to start a beef.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah. And then the
Yeah.
room closed. It was like a cliffhanger. So
Really
I don't know
was.
if we're gonna wait till Monday, but I was.
And
I was intrigued.
Jump into the drama. Let's just do it.
it wouldn't have worked without the guys from Nakamingos. But no, I was gonna say,
okay.
For everybody that's complaining about the Ethan
You're gonna
Street
say
ones.
where they can't defend themselves.
Well, no, I wanted them to defend themselves, and I wanted them to tell people to quit hating on the ETH inscriptions, and because those high as BTC ordinals, we need ETH inscriptions for people that can afford them.
What is
this
Bitcoin
for people that
even?
can't
Are
afford it.
inscriptions?
But also, if I can I also
Yeah.
piggyback on Jessica's call to action for people.
Get on my back.
Yeah, so make sure you all go mint a diamond. One thing that you all didn't factor in is that Valentine's Day is coming up, fellas. You got Tiffany,
Amazing.
but then you also got Jessica Scripps. Go mint
Jessica
a diamond.
Scripps, diamonds, exactly.
We're really leaning it.
The color palette and everything. Look at it. Show it again. Look at that color. That reminds you of Tiffany's right there.
It's close. It's very
You
close.
don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about your girl misplacing a diamond or anything. It's right there on chain.
And then you can get her an Object Chronicles because that has
There you
flowers
go.
in it.
Yep. There you
Flowers
go.
and diamonds. There
Yeah,
you go.
this
You
is
can
the
propose.
digital
You're
physical.
home free.
You can potentially
Can we get
propose.
a Sarah and Jess collaboration more often so we can do this?
Yeah, and you're absolutely gonna get digiphysical diamonds too to go with it.
A Sarah
That
yacht.
sounds okay. First of all, if I took a ping here,
That sounds
or
good.
If I looked at the chat here and when we pinged them, basically it said, "Hey, what do you think about digiphysical or phygital?" All of the chat agrees that it's digiphysical. I'm just pointing this out.
But
It's not
digital
just,
feels better.
I
like,
have
to
never
say
heard
it.
that term before you said it today, ever. Digiphysical. I never have heard.
I
that.
don't recognize you with your body.
See,
All right,
look at
thanks
that.
It's a
goodness.
digiphysical
Thank
body.
goodness, Q has seen himself out as anybody with dignity should after claiming that digiphysical is a real thing. Thank you, sir, for having
Man.
the dignity
Oh
to
my
leave
God.
the show in shame.
Oh my god.
In shame. All right.
I want him to run that poll. I want him to know it's not just us, right?
We're
not fucking with him.
I'm excited to run this poll. Look,
That's
I already think I've got
inciting
There's
a
civil
no right
war
or
right
wrong,
now.
though. I don't think there's
Thank
a
you,
right or
Jess.
wrong. I'm just saying, like, digital feels easier to say. That's all.
There
But
is
if-
a right and wrong. Stop
but
trying
if-
to be diplomatic. It's-
No, listen.
Not everybody's right all the time. That's nonsense. Whoever tells you that is trying to hand out participation trophies next. So
Hey,
no,
Jessica,
we're not
let me
going to
ask you this.
pretend
Listen, you know I like
everything
fight.
is okay.
What?
So,
Sorry,
so
DP.
Jessica, if you come out with a collection that you
Mm-hmm.
deliver a physical product, would you be happy with Q referring to your collection as a digiphysical product or
If he's
physical?
giving
If I'm
a
buying
TED
it.
talk, yeah.
It's like halfway, like almost authentic, but not quite the real thing, right? Like digital, just you can put it together and it makes sense. Digiphysical, it's like
All right, we're
you're
moving on.
mumbling.
We're moving on.
Listen, if he buys a ton more of my NFTs, I will get in on his camp side, like
Look,
indefinitely.
somebody
Mass
Christian Look
minting
says,
incoming.
Yeah, so it's sold out actually just now.
Yeah, I think you can put like 100 in your wallet at a time. So go ahead.
All right, the most controversial poll that's ever happened on NFT Live just was posted.
But
Go
I
and vote
just, I
if it's
just want you
digiphysical or
to
phygital.
real quick. We're gonna move past it after this, but I just want you to understand. Like, so we have two people that just commented on it, right? Somebody named Press Your Luck says has a great sound to it. Digiphysical. I just want you to know that his name is Press Your Luck. His or her name. And then Wolf K
Exactly.
says phygital.
Matt-
Consider the source. Consider
Wait.
the source.
You're talking about the poll, but I'm talking about Natalie Cruz roasts right now that are going on in this chat.
All right. Look, we wanted to hold this to an hour, and we're about halfway through, so we need to
Good
get
luck.
on to the next topic here. I'm going to stay on base, and Jess is gone. Jess has
No,
officially
no,
left.
I had to wipe my nose because it wasn't running.
All right, I'm going to switch us into something that's pretty similar. It's at least adjacent. We've got Aerodrome Finance. So if you guys don't know what that product is, it's basically like Uniswap on Base. It's the biggest DEX that you'll see on Base up to this point. They got the nod from Coinbase, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, has said assets added to the roadmap today: Aerodrome Finance and Velodrome. I don't know about Velodrome. I have some exposure to Aerodrome. It was one of the first dexes I was playing around in. And this was the thesis the whole time, was like, hey, look, if you build on Base, you have a potential to have Coinbase's backing. We saw it last night with Aerodrome Finance. It's up 80% on the day. And yeah, I mean, any last takes here on Base and what's happening over there? But this was pretty big to see.
I have a question / comment. So I had a very good experience on Base with On-Chain Summer, like as an artist. So my experience with Coinbase NFT, like the platform, was a bit different, as you know, without rehashing anything. So is Base now just replacing Coinbase NFT Marketplace? Because if so, like I'm fully on board with that. I've been seeing, there's just so much success on Base, in my opinion.
They should do that. I think if they can do that and also launch a Base token at the same time, that would be a fantastic degen move from Brian Armstrong and gang.
Are you wanting like an airdrop? Like
it's more than an airdrop. So this conversation is coming around, Jess, a lot, is what's going on with Base as there's more energy, because it's more than an airdrop to me. It's a marketing tool, and it's a way for degens to connect with the blockchain in a sense, right? Like when people are talking about Avalanche, they want to talk about AVAX, the token there. If people are talking about Ethereum, they're talking about Ethereum. I think it's a way to point degens towards the chain. And when you don't have that, it's tough for people to catch the narrative, in my opinion. When you don't have a Base token that people can be like, holy shit, did you see the Base token? It's flying. Like, I want to get involved in that. When you don't have that, I think it's a miss.
Well, we're ready for it, if the FCC is listening.
All right, I've got 4 other co-hosts on stage, and me and Jess are having a one-on-one podcast here. Anybody else have any takes?
Any other heads?
No Base takes.
in?
Okay, all right. So hey, this is bearish on Base right now that nobody wants to talk about it.
I will tell you this. Like the one thing that I think nobody wants to talk about is basically, right now, I don't know if you guys are aware, I know D is, like, there's the Ethereum community is pondering the centralization risks, right, for ETH. 84% of nodes that run are running on GETH, right, clients. And you're even getting like major people calling on Coinbase and Binance and Lido to like please like unstake and use other nodes to do this, because it is highly centralized. So to me, when I look at Base, I see so much potential, right? Like we say, like it is liquidity adjacent. It is backed by one of the strongest brands out there. There's a lot going for it. My only concern there is regulatory clarity, right? Because if for whatever reason governments around decided to sanction or do something to try to limit the potential that people trading on that chain might be, whatever value might be derived from there, like if they're pressured sufficiently, you could see, censorship of transactions, freezing of assets, right? And I know people are like, oh, that's so far-fetched, it's not going to happen. Guys, it is something that you need to pay attention and keep in your periphery, because as much as we all love Ethereum here, it is something of concern. If you are about decentralization and censorship resistance, this is something that you should be voicing. To me, that's the thing that like a lot of people don't want to raise when they talk about Base, but it is something that should be front and center, which is Coinbase being its biggest backer. It's like, what are you going to do to prevent this? And I trust Brian Armstrong that they are, Quantum chiming in here right on time. I love you, Quantum, for staying on top of this. They're in the process of decentralizing their ETH stakes. Thank you, Coinbase, right? We need to see that from Binance. We need to see that from Lido. We need to see that from the whole community. If we want Ethereum to remain decentralized and censorship resistance, you need these big actors to take action. And then I will be extra bullish on Base, which, I am after Quantum's comment.
I think outside of the poor rollout of Coinbase NFT, the way that at least Brian Armstrong has been leading Coinbase makes me very bullish on everything that they're doing. So from a team standpoint, again, I think that the Coinbase NFT platform wasn't innovative or differentiated or timed well. They didn't do a good enough job onboarding their existing users into that at the time. So, outside of that, though, I like what Coinbase has been doing, everything I've been hearing about Base. And yeah, again, it's like our hope with Coinbase NFT was that they would use their built-in distribution and user base as a primary marketing platform, and they didn't really do a good job of doing that. I feel like they're trying to do a better job here with Base of making sure that it's integrated fully into the Coinbase ecosystem. I know that now when you go and you're like trading in and out on Coinbase, it's like up front and center trying to get you into their ecosystem, using it, transacting there, using their stable coins, like all that type of stuff. And also, by the way, they've actually sort of like soft launched the Coinbase NFT platform again. And we were predicting that when the timing was right, they would roll that out again. And I am more than certain that this is not the right time, but over the next couple months, at some point, we're going to start to hear Coinbase NFT more often.
Project did well over there. It did well over there.
A few did.
The artist, I feel like, did well over there. But I just want to say really quickly that I don't know why none of Natalie's comments are getting on the cryon.
Yeah,
I was literally just about to pull the tinfoil hat fact of the week. Coinbase is the feds.
And the Chinese finger trap.
I see. Okay, I definitely
talk about my hairline. No, let's talk about my hairline.
I know.
Let's highlight that right on the screen.
I wasn't talking about that.
In Web3, we often have this, like, especially with stuff happening with FTX and all that stuff. Like, we're used to getting burned by these people that we put up on a pedestal. But I will say, with Brian Armstrong, with Ryan Selkis, and a couple of these other guys, these are the fucking guys that have actually put on for the space when it comes to the legal side of this, when it comes to the regulatory side of this. They have at several points fought this. And so I do agree with not getting people up on a pedestal so that they eventually kind of come crashing down. We saw it with CZ. We saw it with whom I think you have, Arthur Hayes. All of these guys end up like in jail or just sitting at home, kind of just like on house arrest.
But Brian Armstrong isn't out there posting TikToks of him in a Gucci store. It's true.
He's not as degen. He's not as degen. And whenever I've seen the regulatory stuff around crypto, who is on Capitol Hill? Ryan Selkis, Brian Armstrong, and a couple of these others. So I agree with the like, hey, let's not people put up on a pedestal, but Brian has done, I think, a lot of things for the space when it comes to the regulation side. And
he should run for president, right?
The fact that Coinbase hasn't had any issues, right? Coinbase has been the biggest fucking exchange since the very beginning. It's how most people touch crypto, and they haven't had any issues in their entire existence. When BitMEX, when Binance, when FTX.
I'm so scared that you're saying this.
I agree, Q. But I think even Ryan Selkis and even Brian Armstrong would agree with don't trust, verify. Don't trust what I'm saying, verify it. And I think there is a limit to what a person's word is worth in crypto. So I do think this is something that we need to verify on chain. I don't care about pretty words, because in the end, when they come knocking, you'll bend over just like everybody else.
All right,
yeah, and since while we're pontificating about what Ryan Selkis and Brian Armstrong would or wouldn't say, we both know, everybody up here, that absolutely what Brian Armstrong and Ryan Selkis would say is that digiphysical doesn't make any sense.
We don't know
Phygital is clearly.
We don't know that.
We know Brian Armstrong would agree that Phygital is the way to go.
I will say both of them are bald too. There's bald guys putting on for crypto here. All right, this hurts. Actually, I might leave it open. We're getting closer. Phygital and digiphysical are
he has to leave it open.
Standstill.
He's now literally putting his thumb on the scales to try and make it true. It's not.
One more minute. I will leave it open and then close it. I am telling you guys 1 more minute. We'll see what happens with it.
Look at that.
I hate to bring this up. I don't want to have the whole drama FUD discussion, but I guess we're doing it.
Now it's an illegitimate election.
What's winning?
All right. We're putting this up here on the screen. I don't know if I want to get into it, but I guess we are. One thing I don't like seeing is like the pudgy penguins attacking the Bored Apes and this being a normal thing. I don't like that narrative of like, hey, I'm rocking a pudgy and oh yeah, Bored Apes suck. It it feels
That's just
like what you're
low.
not
Where's
seeing
the
on
lie,
Say
though?
right now. What?
Where's the lie?
Yeah, we're gonna get into the details. Hold on. What we're not seeing on Say right now is these communities attacking each other. And what we're seeing on Ethereum is these communities love to whatever fucking reason attack each other. And it sucks. It sucks. And that's why people are fucking leaving. Not only the gas fees, but it's the vibe, man.
Is
Hey,
this
are
an
you
attack?
seeing it?
Is
I'm
this
not
an
saying
attack,
it's.
though, Q?
I'm not saying it. This specific scenario is an attack, but when you have a dude rocking a Pudgy Penguins, being like, "What the hell is NFT Bark? And what is Yuga Labs doing?" It's like, bro, stay in your fucking lane. Like, let's talk about what Pudgy Penguins is doing and do what you're talking about.
Well,
But if
whenever, yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Hugh.
just reading that tweet, it sounds like he and Steve spoke, and this was Steve's frustration, and that he's the one who's just putting it out in public. Just it's the way I interpreted that tweet.
It's fair, and it's not fully that, right? This person isn't just grifting Yuga Labs here. That's fine. But it's just something that stood out to me being on Say is that all of these collections are working together. And what you see on NFTs is people hating on Yuga, people hating on Pudgies, and vice versa, and all that stuff. It's exhausting, man.
Look,
It is.
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it is exhausting, and I understand. I don't see this as an attack, more of a call out, a call to attention. I do think that there's many communities out there that have been very good about getting, their collectors to spend their ETH and to trust their roadmaps and to listen to all these things. And this is a very low effort, like just table stakes that they could do, right? And it is very impressive, Q, that, somebody like NFT Bark that has been there since day one, with the flag, does not get support and requires other people within the community to call out Yuga to say, hey man, here's one of your top community members, like, that's always supported you. He's not asking you, this isn't a grift. He's not like coming out with an NFT and asking people to mint. I guess you are asking people to spend some money, but if you look at the title and if you know NFT Bark, you know that he's well-meaning. Like, he's actually trying to provide value in this space, kind of like what we're doing here for newcomers. I think it's a bit of a miss, and I didn't see it as aggressive so much as just like a lot of these big collections that have these massive war chests really need to invest in better comms. And I mean, I say that for all of them. I can say that for Proof. I can say that for so many, like, that could just do better, be better. And for something like Yuga to miss this, yeah, I think it deserves a little call out, and like, if other people take this as a war, I know Kyle Riggins, he does not mean it that way. He's just a direct dude, and I think he's doing the right thing by his friend.
Yeah, he's caught in the crossfire of that call out for sure. I did just close the poll Digital one. We don't have to talk about it. Thank you for playing.
No,
all right,
let's
continue.
talk about it.
No. We're done.
This
We're done
is
with
apparently
that.
the final
one
say in this,
vote.
and he extended it even further to try and put his thumb on the election. He's literally down there in Georgia saying, "All I need is 3 votes. Can you find anybody? Can you find 3 votes?"
What am I in Georgia?
He's literally
VPN's
down
on?
there. He's trying to cheat on the election, and it's still like, will this actually be the final time that we put a nail in this coffin?
This is how everybody from LA thinks about everybody else, by the way. He's like, yeah, he's down there in the South somewhere.
No, dude, that was clearly
This is literally
a metaphor.
Oh yeah,
this
sure.
Is a metaphor.
Georgia was a metaphor for what?
Is Q Donald Trump?
Wait, yeah. Did y'all really not get that metaphor?
I got
Somebody
it.
got the metaphor. Who'd have got the
it.
metaphor?
Yeah,
Thought the
like,
election was
okay.
stolen.
Yeah, he was
Got
literally
tricked.
out there seeking 11,000 specific votes to overturn his.
So we gotta-
Okay, never
we're
mind.
gonna
Great show.
Decorum.
What?
Decorum.
You let us know in the comments.
Wait, I have a comment.
Yes,
A
Jess.
lot, and I'm not going to leave it in the comments. I'm going to say
go
it
ahead.
live. Is that if I'm going to be forced to follow this storyline in the space, then they need to give me like a really. They need to give us a fucking NFT reality show, and see some real fighting, real drama, real receipts, all of that. Like,
Whatever happened
it's
to
boring to
Whale
read it.
Tank?
I love.
Wasn't there going to be Whale Tank, a TV show? Did that ever?
There's
aired?
something that some guy, I don't know what his name is, but he like outed himself because he was going to be on the show anyway. I guess he had a PFP up until then. He was anonymous. And I don't know how that went.
I
the
like
fact
this
that we don't know
idea.
about it.
Yeah, I saw somebody asking the same question like just a day or two ago on Twitter, asking where the hell's that show? Like it actually sounded fun, but never happened.
Yeah, but like I don't like it as a Shark Tank vibe. Like I want to see fights.
Yes,
Jess.
Yeah.
Jess is with me. Jess understands. Like Mondo, right? Mondo got in the ring and whooped some ass. Like I want
Yeah.
to see some more of that. Like all disputes
Wow.
should be dealt with physically on a ring, and loser should
Oh, just
go
like
away
the
with his tail
housewives.
between his
They
legs.
go
Come on,
to
Bad
they go to a
Gibbs Club.
lunch and they get into a fight and they film it and then they go back and they pull the receipts and show what they say on Twitter, on Instagram.
And then a
And then
reunion.
they show their floors dropping and then
One of the
Ether
housewives
stand.
cheats with one of the other housewives' husbands.
Somebody get some water thrown on them. Glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Real Housewives of
turned.
Crypto. That is the other show that needs to happen. Real Housewives of Crypto.
Oh my god.
Please,
Who,
somebody.
okay,
I'd be
the
on that
comment
show.
section is getting just as wild here. Wolf K is saying, "I traced that transaction. You sent me that drainer." What are we talking about here? Buffalo saying,
See, they're
Q,
right. They're doing
the
script writing. It's great. Yeah, you
don't
can
put
use
that
all of
don't
this.
put that on paper. Buffalo saying Q pulling the Vince McMahon. Also saying this is like Royal Rumble. So we're almost there, Biggie. We're like halfway there.
Now
Jess,
let's get
sign me up. Let's
Hawaii
do
with
this.
Badly tan, badly dressed crypto people. What do you mean, badly dressed crypto?
You can be
people? They already
you can
exist.
be known as Jessica White, and you
A
set up
fit-
all the fights.
A digital fight. I'm gonna lose it up here. All right. I guess this tweet from Riggs actually went somewhere because you can see up on the screen here. It looks like Bored Ape Yacht Club heard the complaints and then retweeted that they're about the everything token, basically the Made by Apes product that was in question. Is that what happened here?
It seems like it, and man, they seem very disconnected behind the scenes there in Yuga Labs. Like nobody knows who's doing what, who's responsible for promoting this or that. Like, right? There's something.
They
not
scaled. They
clicking.
scaled. too
Comms, man.
quickly.
Trying to do a
Comms,
lot.
comms.
They're trying to do a lot. They've actually been doing well on the gaming side with the Yuga Games Council and bringing in the community. And I think Jeff Nicholas is in charge of a lot of that. And Made by Apes is a whole nother fucking arm. I think that's what GiftEd was getting at.
Wow,
Yeah,
a
man.
company that doesn't function smoothly. Never heard of it.
Yeah, they're already Web 2 ready.
Hey,
Yep.
Natalie Cruz saying, I need fights. I need stolen crypto wallets, stealing people's discords. I need drama.
Drama. Yes.
Crypto has the best drama already, though. We just need it materialized.
Yeah, but they're probably working on shows right now, but they're working on the shows that are probably not the ones that we want to see.
All right.
Like, we want to see blood.
The Solana people, and I say Solana people, I'm sorry, I guess, for saying that, but you guys are winning a ton. And this continues here today. There's a Jupiter Launchpad airdrop that's going to happen, or a meme token that's going to happen called When. They're also, and this is using the search term Solana Rubber. Apparently, there is an NFT here. That in an art mint that has gone absolutely bonkers from mint price called Solana Rubber or just Rubber by Crypto Pop Punk. So yeah, we can discuss this a little bit. We can discuss the other things happening on Solana real quick.
this in particular, I'm so excited to see art on these other chains. Like I've been waiting for something on Solana to really pop, right? Something that just kicks the door wide open for other artists to do well, right? To reach price points that maybe we hadn't seen there before. I'm saying that without me knowing that ecosystem well, and so I don't know if others have already hit a 20 soul floor or even gone much higher, but this feels like a moment for Solana in a way, and I hope it's just the start of that art scene just really blossoming over there. Just like I hope we're starting to see the same over on Bitcoin. I love this, and I think it's a beautiful piece. The whole collection, really.
I
It's
agree
like,
with,
looks like something that like a cross between a Fidenza and a perk work, right?
Yeah.
Where it is beautiful, and it is very nice to see art over there. I agree with it.
From 0.25 to a 20 soul floor. I mean, that's incredible.
yeah, they're great. I agree with everything y'all are saying. It's awesome to see art proliferating on other blocks.
I see a Mario Kart racetrack when I look at it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
What
The rubber meets the road, I guess.
Yeah, but they're clearly inspired by Fidenzas. And just like so much of the stuff
And perk work.
that comes to Solana, so much of the stuff that comes to Solana is inspired by things that were originally done on ETH, and yet so many of those people love to talk shit about Ethereum. So I'll just leave that where it is.
And yet they all launch a punk collection, and they all launch an ape collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you trying
Originality
to
is
say,
hard to
Gil?
come by.
Are you trying to say that Solana is the jealous little brother of ETH?
He's trying to say the culture's on ETH for sure.
You said it, and I'm not gonna deny what you said.
People are getting upset about the wrong things. Like, I just think they're bored, you know?
I mean, that's fair. No, I think it actually is fair. I was waiting for one of these guys to get in.
It seems
There's a point,
I
like Magic Eden's trying to do this thing where they're placing all of these collections together. Like there's going to be a point where a lot of this stuff starts to coalesce and we don't have this like extreme like segmentation of these networks. And Magic Eden stuff is definitely one of those. They also put out an announcement, by the way, talking about Solana OGs. We're doing a retroactive diamond drop for their rewards here that was announced earlier this week.
Magic Eden, JK, can't we all get along?
Imagine if OpenSea was this cool.
There were a lot of tweets that were talking about like
damn.
Magic Eden token, Blur, Blast, all this stuff, token. Like, oh, we hear you, so we're gonna be dope on the comms. And then OpenSea's posting about head bandanas, I guess.
Dude, I really like the post. Somebody said OpenSea really lost a 3-0 lead to Magic Eden, and that is what it feels like. Like there was multiple different ways that OpenSea was ahead, and Magic Eden one by one is like, nope, beating you here, beating you here, beating you here. So OpenSea really talk about fumbling an early, mover.
Well, I can kind of see how it happened. They grew so big so fast. They kind of got complacent and lost track of where the innovation was. And I think that they pretty much set the prime environment for somebody to kind of study where they were lacking and capitalize on it.
Yeah, and I also wonder if the Nathan Chastain story maybe had an impact early on that they're like, oh, fuck, we need to be really, really careful about everything we do and who's doing what. Whereas some of the others didn't have to. They were small enough they could go full fucking throttle and build away. That felt like a moment that kind of changed OpenSea. What blows me away really is OpenSea talking about 2.0, right? The next version of their marketplace. And their little teases, the most they can muster up is, we're going to focus on utility, so picture tickets, they'll be on a calendar. That's the extent of what they're
wasn't it like an email as well? There was like email signups that have already existed on other channels. Yeah.
It's crazy. They're in their own world.
They still got that mailing list though. I mean, both Coinbase and OpenSea, like they just have a killer mailing list.
Yeah.
Last time I cared about an email,
but their copy sucks. So the email list matters not, right?
I'm speaking from a creator perspective. It's like that's the kind of
they have an audience, they have reach.
Motion in the ocean we need.
But Jess, weren't you just saying that even being on like the front page and working with them isn't like even
because of the market? Because of the market.
But also because OpenSea.
So
yeah, but like who's better than them right now? Like legitimately.
Magic Eden, Blur
probably.
On Ethereum.
Magic
Blur. Magic Eden's moving.
Blur doesn't have
dropping
that.
A project on.
Yeah, Blur doesn't have that.
There's no one better, probably.
Yeah,
but
once again, it's brand recognition.
I thought Blur was the devil. I'm so confused right now. You can drop a project on the devil.
Well, it can be.
They
promote.
Yeah. They have
discoverability.
But having said that, do you guys find yourself I still
best marketplace is yourself?
I don't really.
But why not Magic Eden Ethereum? I mean, they do have Ethereum NFTs and they do promote Ethereum projects.
They don't have a marketplace for Ethereum yet.
They don't.
No, I mean, I don't know if I'm getting this mixed up. I thought the CyberKongs partnered with Magic Eden for their launch of Genkai.
But
like,
was that Polygon?
Ethereum, right?
No, it's Ethereum.
They don't have.
I thought it was
Ethereum.
Polygon.
No, I'm like 99% sure.
Their Ethereum marketplace is upcoming with Yuga Labs. This is when you're there.
I know they're doing cool shit for sure.
There's been no magic eating Ethereum marketplace.
I think OpenSea has managed to inspire the ire of the entire crypto space as a whole. And I think at this point, most of us, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I find myself, I still use OpenSea as a wallet explorer, but I will mint anywhere else. I will go to Mintify. I will go to Blur. I will go elsewhere to mint. I don't want to give them my business. I only use it as a wallet explorer. That's it.
Okay. I'm interested in this comment, Huda, because I don't want to be talking like BS here, because I know that they initially were the ones that sent things to 0% royalties. So they at one point they did have, or was that a Solana move?
No,
and then Ethereum took that over.
No, they definitely did. Like I sent the tweet here in the private chat. They did launch Ethereum projects. They did partner with Cyberkong for Genkai on Ethereum, and apparently that whole market now is down, or there's a different way to access it. Like I never connected that. I never realized.
Maybe the launchpad is different than the actual marketplace. I don't know. Anyways, real quick, Sarah did have a comment earlier about the rubbers. Sarah's script said these are
Don't
AI,
say
right?
it like that.
That's the title.
Put a comment about the rubbers.
That's the title. How else do I say that?
Ugh.
These are AI, right?
AI rubbers.
How else? They're setting themselves up to be talked like this.
Make your
Is the
sperm
project
smart.
AI? Is the project that we were talking about 10 minutes ago AI? I should say.
It could be. It very much looks like it could be, but I don't know. Somebody let us know. Somebody confirm.
Confirm if the rubbers are latex or lambskin.
We are on our way here on this show. I want to give a quick shout out to Apex, who joined GM Web3 yesterday with the on-chain dinos. He was in our chat this morning dropping mint memory blocks. DP, it looks like you were the one that dropped this. What's up?
Nah, they just sold out. They sold out. They went live at 2, and looks like if you scroll to the bottom, it looks like they're sold out.
So this was a ordinals project launched by someone who had a base project, is what he said, correct?
Yes. If you scroll up, they have the description right at the bottom. Yeah.
Do you think that projects only, I know we're supposed to wind it down, but do you think projects only sell out now, not because of the art, but just because people want to dump it? Like just make money off of it at this point? Because it's really feeling that way.
It depends on what the mint price is, in my opinion, but go ahead, DP.
Yeah, and I was about to say it depends on what chain you're talking about too. In the price, I think it's on a case by case basis, because over at SEI, where we actually have class and like our community, we mint projects out because we actually want to be a part of what's going on and what's happening. Shout out to the Dobbs, shout out to the Sands.
I love how we're still we're in that honeymoon
What
phase where everybody pretends like it's so different over there. I love it. It's so good. Feels good.
But you know what? It kind of
innovating.
Dob life. Let's go.
All right, Huda, you mentioned big liquidity coming in tomorrow. What were you mentioning there?
I think it's what you showed. I think it was the Jupiter When token.
Okay. So yeah, more stuff is happening on Solana, man. Go ahead.
We mentioned it yesterday, but alt is open for claiming now, so you can get your altcoin if you got alt layer if you drop that, if you qualified.
What was the requirement?
It was Celestia. Go ahead.
Celestia, Eigenlayer, or if you held one of their NFTs.
All right, I dropped that link in the description. Guys, we're wrapping up here very shortly. There is a nice post here on the Solana front with that When token that we just talked about. So Jupiter Exchange has been one of the more talked about Solana DeFi projects here. They're just launching their launchpad, and apparently When is the meme coin that is going to be associated with their first launch. It looks like it's a meme coin derived from fractionalizing a poem turned NFT from founder We Are Meow. I mean, we're down the rabbit hole here. January 26th, 70%
Well,
of
we
When
have a
will be
poet here.
distributed.
Maybe she can read the poem, the meow poem.
Here's what you have to know. Solana meme coins are absolutely liquid, and this first launch will do numbers when it comes to the volume there. So we'll be tracking the When token. And if you guys are in chat and have any more comments here about Solana or stuff going on there, please drop it there. Guys, we're just wrapping up here. I don't want to talk front tech. I just truly. I'm
My
not.
ghost though would like a goodbye kiss from anyone else's plushie. So. You got to put it up close.
All right, this is so weird. It gets so
No,
weird.
no
here on
plushie from
Thursdays.
you, huh?
Gets so awkward on Thursdays. Oh my god.
Dude, just-
Oh yeah.
Just wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah.
Jessica,
Fridays
have
are
you seen
fun.
the Friday shows yet?
No.
Oh my god.
What happens?
We go
They're
for
4 hours long.
Everything.
They're ridiculous.
Biggie shows up naked. It's wild.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Not
Always
just-
have, bro. Always have. I just like, I always thought it was taboo to say, but finally,
Well,
I
this
didn't
guy's showing up
say
without his
it's
body,
all right.
All right.
So you can show up without your clothes. Yep.
XNFT saying for when token, they just posted in Discord. If you used Jupiter before in the last 6 months, you should be eligible for claiming. You can try to place LOs and DCAs now ahead of time. Okay, so you can put limit orders. You can try to buy this token ahead of time, it looks like, depending on where you think it's going to come out. Sarah Script giving you a big old kiss, moi, to
Get some
our
diamonds.
plushies. The Cool Cat rocks. Thank you, sir. Mumbot rocks as well. I don't look. We're having Say What in the morning now daily at 11 a.m. right before GM Web 3. So if you want your Say information, I would definitely go there. Huda, it looks like there is a Goons some interest, right? Like
grabbed
this is
two.
you grab two. Okay, so
just did it.
I'm gonna do that as well. It's 12 Say for a 555 project. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We'll see. Let's roll the dice on that one. It's not a ton of cash. Mocha Token is another one, guys. Anybody want to talk Animoca Brands Token, or how do we want to finish up here with this 6 box?
You masochist.
Yeah, I'll just say in general, I mean, their ecosystem is going to be bigger than people. Well, at this point, I think people get it. But man, they might be up there one day, especially those Mocha PFPs. They may be up there in that conversation with Pudgy Penguins and Bored Apes. Like they got a while to work up to that, but there's no reason they can't be right up there with those guys. They're the father of this space.
You're not wrong, and I've faded it forever. I know.
Well, then that would mean now is early still at 5 ETH.
Mochaverse sitting at 5 ETH.
It probably is.
Is
Like,
that the
who
art?
is not wrong? It's
By
just-
the way,
yeah, the art's trash. This is why we faded it, Jess, because our aesthetic biases made us look at it and say, like, cringe. You know, just
Well, we know
so
we
fucking
can't
cringe.
trust that. Look at the
Here's-
top project.
Yeah.
somebody here in chat. This happened like two
What
months
is
ago,
that?
maybe a month ago. Hold on.
I looked at these.
We were
Yeah.
bringing these up on NFT Live. There is a receipt somewhere. I don't
We
know what
talked about
show,
'em.
but we talked about these motherfuckers at 0.1 something or 0.2, and they're sitting here
it.
today 119% up. Just anything Mocha touches, man. It's just
Stop this. What is this?
It's
What is
Mochaverse.
that?
It's the Mochaverse, Jess. Animoca Brands.
I would want an Animoca coffee.
It's what it
That's
is.
more
What it is,
coffee.
Jess, is it's one of the best casinos to be playing in. That's what it is.
Look, man,
Okay.
it's real hard for me to get excited about anything Animoca because
What?
truthfully they've been because I don't know, man, because to me it's just they've always been like the biggest trick in the space. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't wait to trick off on some random project. I know the other day, I forget who it was in our chat that was like, yo, Animoca thinks this is cool. I'm like, shit, they think everything is cool. Like,
that's their approach, though. Their approach to investing in this industry is like, we made a bag on
Shotgun.
Sandbox, and so we're just gonna like here's 5,000,
Lost
here's
it out.
100K. But I see what you mean. Like literally every gaming project is associated with Animoca.
I'd have to look closer at that art, but at first glance,
Don't
it's,
look-
it's
Don't look close.
concerning.
Don't look close. That's
Stop!
stuff of nightmares.
It's not an art play. This is one of those that is not an art play. That's what we know.
You can't draw a picture and then tell me
At
something's
5
not an art
ETH,
play.
that's beautiful.
5
5
Is that
That's
5
beautiful.
ETH?
No,
Yes.
at 5 ETH, it's beautiful. At 10 ETH, it's the most amazing piece of art you've ever owned in any digital wallet. At 20
This-
ETH, this is a fucking Picasso.
This
Big ups
right
to
here
the Fiverr artist.
is
or
worth
Fiverr
No,
artist,
it's
whatever.
actually a legit artist.
$10,000.
I'm sorry, you're saying it's actually a legit artist.
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
that's
gonna say allegedly.
no. I will say they partnered with a real artist, and that's their style.
And now
Ooh.
he's hiding. And
Ooh,
hiding.
No,
Name
Maybe.
him. Name him.
Name him.
yeah, it's not my
Do
my
you
artist.
know the artist?
When we first were covering it, we went and looked, and no, like,
No, I'm not like
I
questioning
don't remember
you.
their
I
name.
just mean
I
like
don't
You're
remember
getting
their
grilled
name.
right now.
not memorable. I think
I'm
says a
just
lot.
saying it's not a Fiverr artist. That's all I'm saying. It's not a Fiverr
I'm not trying to
artist.
clown. I mean, put it in a
you
generator
are.
and call it a project.
Listen.
No, they're clowning
Yeah.
Don't
by putting that out.
don't.
And we're
FUD
buying it,
Yahtzee.
so whatever.
They're fudding yacht
literal
up here. You need to,
Godfather.
this is when you should be really ending the show. Is when everybody starts fudding yacht up here.
That's true. All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna flood Yasu because we need a loan from him later on.
That's true, sir.
Yeah.
We
No,
we
the
will be
work is
contacting you
beautiful.
shortly.
It's very creative.
All right, we had a fantastic show. Huda did have to run, and we are going to do that as well. We're going to take that call and run with it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for just a ridiculous, chaotic, but awesome NFT Live. We are going to be back here tomorrow with a majority of these folks. I don't know, Jess, come back anytime here. Thank you for the comments section, just getting after it. Nick Swervis, Press Your Luck, Sarah Squib, Quantum Variant, XNFT, Natalie Crew, you've been fantastic throughout. Wolf K, Christian Jensen, all of you. Ronan the Collector was in the house. Buff as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's go around this box real quick, guys, and then we'll head out. Jess.
Oh, hi. Bye.
TP.
Man, I just want to say, if y'all haven't tapped in yet, you need to tap in. We're curating and creating culture. Where else can you come and see? You got Q here looking like Rip Wheeler from fucking Yellowstone. You got Gifted in the bottom looking like Paul Walker's little brother. Biggie sitting up there like a fucking boss. Jessica, the master creator up here. Me, man of the people. Huda, he had to leave. That's Huda Houdini. He's a wizard both in Web3 and outside of Web3. These
Our
other
favorite
people
head.
they aren't doing what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you want culture, you come here. That's all I got
Clip
to say.
it.
He's not wrong.
Clip
And
it.
thanks
Wrong.
for all the comments.
Not wrong.
Big Gifted, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I liked Quantum Variant's question about when Cock Punch rubbers. I like that collaboration potential. And no, this was a lot of fun. Shout out Jess. Thanks for hanging out with us. DP, awesome having you. Our vibe, our tribe. That's all I got to say.